Hello team, it's me and my crew. Let me introduce to you my two rats, Zirkel and Fridola, and Lama the Llama Boy. And I welcome you back on this channel, or we welcome you back on this channel. And today I thought I would actually do a little, it's not really get ready with me because I have nothing really to get ready for. But yeah, so basically I'm gonna do my makeup together with you. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about what's been happening just because I want to make this update for myself to kind of get an overview of what I've been doing the past weeks and what I've sorted out so far. And yeah, and I thought that maybe doing my makeup alongside talking would be a little more interesting. So yeah, grab a cup of tea. I have a bit of chai tea right here. And maybe a snack. I have a piece of chocolate from my best friend because she is my unofficial dealer, basically. And yeah, let's get started. Since I just came back from work, maybe half an hour ago, I look like, I mean, it's not really heavy work. I work in a hotel. I've been working there for a week, so that's cool. And I also sometimes am a waitress in the evening at the same hotel, which is also like a restaurant, I guess, or a bar, something in between. And yeah, so I don't really do makeup for work because I've been feeling pretty okay about my natural face. Because my skin has cleared up a lot compared to like 2 years ago. My Snapchat is now showing me rewinds to 3 years ago where my skin was like a disaster. And yeah, it's relatively clear. I mean, it's obviously not clear, you can see it. I mean, at the moment my skin is a little bit more rough again because of my monthly cycle. And yeah, but it's okay. It has not really broken out or something. Actually, I wanted to do like a kind of, I don't know, recreating everyday makeup looks that I did in the past. But to be honest, I don't really even do everyday makeup looks because I don't wear makeup every day. And if I do, I don't wear the same makeup every day. And since I'm already pretty, I don't know, out there sometimes, like compared to other people at my former school, which I'm not a part of anymore, by the way. Anyways, since I'm already a bit more out there and do a little more, I don't know, fun makeup, I guess, I don't really have a routine and I like tend to experiment. But sometimes when I experiment and I like something, I kind of keep the same style or technique for like a few months. Not months, a few days. I'm not consistent. By the way, this is Daisy Essence, I guess. Self-made from my mom. For my acne. It's not really acne, but I guess I get hormonal acne, but I don't know. And because it smells, I use some rose water. Also because it kind of looks nice. I don't even have to use makeup, I can just use rose water sometimes. Okay, things to talk about. I had all of this sorted in my head when I was like completely gone. Yeah, it's been a month, a little more than a month, ever since I got out of school. Like completely, like leaving school forever. And I still haven't uploaded like a last senior year countdown video where I kind of summarize the senior prom and my senior graduation. But yeah, because I've kind of been not really stoked to do that because somehow whenever I work on the footage, it just gives me bad vibes. It's complicated, but basically, yeah, no, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna upload it. I kind of want to, just for the sake of having something to remind myself of, something to remember, just like something I can look at whenever I want to remember the senior prom and the graduation, I guess. But I can also just keep that for myself, but then I will have like a gap in my footage, you know? And like, I mean, I keep this channel mostly for myself and for the 3 people who sometimes tell me that they enjoy watching my videos. So yeah, it's not really a big deal if I can look at it myself, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna upload it, maybe not. It's probably gonna be very late, but that's okay. I have other things planned, kind of. Only kind of, though. So I don't know if I'm gonna do something. I kind of really want to do my art videos again, because this is started out being an art channel and then it just turned into a video diary, basically. In general, creative projects. I can talk about my creative projects. Since now I have like a lot of free time, aside from work and helping my mom and stuff, and sometimes going out with friends, I'm kind of doing more creative projects that I always wanted to do in the past, but never really got around to do. For example, I'm writing a novel again, or I'm attempting it. Yeah, I'm trying to write a smaller novel because I've already written one very long book-sized story, basically, which sucks, but it's like 115,000 words or something, which is a crazy amount of words for me. I mean, it took me 3.5 years to write, but I guess that was kind of worth it because you can see my writing style and the quality of the sentences and the chapters getting progressively better throughout the book. So I kind of want to rewrite it one day because the story just still means a lot to me and it's still progressing and I'm still working on it and still kind of working on the details because I'm not really that that proud of it. I mean, I am proud of it, but I'm not like satisfied with it. So I kind of wanted to work on a smaller story because the What If universe is kind of big. It's not a universe, it's a world, but there's so many characters and so many countries and so many storylines to explore that I just kind of lost orientation in it. So yeah, I kind of want to tackle a smaller project that I can finish easily. And so I took basically Tallinn and Schnee, who you know from my videos about them, and I'm writing a story about a kind of alternate universe of them, where they live in this modern world and they kind of, I don't know, maybe I can talk about this someday, but it's basically just a modern universe of them. Yeah, so it's a little less fantasy and less dancing snowflakes and stuff. But yeah, it's still very fun to write. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of trying to write like 5,000 words a week. I did that last week. This week was a little more rough because I worked a lot. And then yesterday, the day before yesterday, I met up with my best friend for the entire day because she's moving away soon. And yeah, and yesterday I felt really tired, so I just laid in bed and played Professor Layton on One Future, which I still gotta finish. I finished it that day, and here's what happened. Anyways, so yeah, this week I haven't written anything yet, but I'm kind of still planning and outlining because I don't know how to progress the world, so I guess I'll try to like take a break this week. I know I'm very consistent. I'm not consistent, but yeah, so I can continue next week maybe. I'm gonna start with concealer this time. Sometimes I do my eyes first and then the concealer for whatever reason. I mean, sometimes beauty gurus do that, right? I'm not consistent in my art, not consistent in my makeup style or my techniques. I'm not consistent. So yeah, but I think I want to do something blue today. I don't know if I can do blue makeup, but we're gonna see. It's nice because I'm talking about Italien and Schnee right now, so maybe I can write a little bit here and there, but I'm not gonna pressure myself to finish these words because in the end it will just turn out badly if I force myself to write. So I'd rather be patient. I kind of feel like my skin will never look perfect, but that's okay. But right now, it just looks like my pores are so big and it just looks very corny, if that makes sense. So I don't know how my face will look today, but it's not gonna show up on camera like that, so it's very... This part up here is very bad. Also working on my driver's license. This has also always been a problem for me because I'm very intimidated by cars. Also, it's eyeshadow time. So, yeah, back to the cars. Cars and I. I started my driver's license around shortly after my written exams earlier this year. The thing about driving license in Germany is that you take a lot of classes. You take like a theoretical course and then you take a lot of driving lessons, and those are very expensive and it takes long, and then you can take your exams, the things where you get your license. And I'm already pretty late because people start at like 16 and a half or 17 and I'm 18 and I started at 18, so I was like kind of late, but that's also fine. There's people who are older than me that can't drive, so yeah. Also, I don't really need it because I don't really go out a lot. I mean, it's cool if you can, but we don't even have like, I mean, we do have 2 cars, but they're mostly occupied, so I wouldn't have a car anyways, and I'm not gonna buy one because I don't need it. I'm trying to do that, but I'm very intimidated by driving, so I do mistakes because I think too much. But I'm kind of getting better at that too. I was very nervous in the first few lessons, but now I'm getting better at that too, and also my driving school is pretty cool. And if it wasn't so stressful, I really enjoy driving. So yeah, but that means I kind of enjoy it because it's sometimes not really that stressful. So yeah, driving is nice. I like it. Driver's license, I hope I can get that soon, but I like kind of have to pay for it for myself like entirely, and it's very expensive, and I'm gonna basically lose all my money on that because I am a slow learner. So yeah, but it's justified. Also, I'm earning money now, so yeah. Cool, the next thing I'm spending money on is circus camp. I'm going back to circus camp again this year, which is very exciting because yeah, my friends and I have not seen them in a while because last year I couldn't go. Not next week, but the week after next week. What the hell is that? Okay, yeah. And yeah, I'm really excited because it was very spontaneous, because I didn't really want to go because there were not a lot of people going. So I was like, you don't really need to go. You don't even know if you like have to work or something. So it's gonna be fine. Also, you didn't go last year, so you know you're fine with not going. But then my friend also spontaneously applied, and she was like, do you want to come too? Because I'm basically gonna work there for a year afterwards, so I kind of need to go, so I'm going. And yeah, there's still some places free, which is like kind of funny because if I went, or when I tried to go last year around the same time, because I noticed that I could go, because at first I thought I couldn't go, so I didn't apply. But then when I noticed that I could go, I was like, is there still a place free? And basically circus director was like, sorry, but we're all full, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's okay, I kind of expected that. So yeah, but this year they kind of have a lot of places free. So I applied. I still need to pay, but that's gonna be fine. I'm in, I'm gonna go, and I'm very happy because I didn't really notice. Okay, pray for me that this is not gonna look stupid. I kind of did not notice how much I missed it until it's now certain that I'm going again. So yeah, we're gonna blend this out. I'm happy about going again. And yeah, blue is not really my color. I always think I can make it work, but it looks kind of patchy too, because blue is a really hard color to work with because it's so far from your natural skin color that it kind of just always looks crazy and like tacky. But I really want this to work, so I'm like kind of blending it more. And I should remove the fallout from under my eyes because it's just making my dark circles worse. Okay, this is like not really working out. I'm so sorry. Oh no, it's so sad. Okay, wait a second. I'm gonna do a different color because I'm never gonna be able to like do just blue. So yeah, as I said, I'm going back to circus camp this year, and I'm very excited because just a while ago I discovered all the pictures and some footage of it, because there's always people who take pictures. And yeah, maybe this year will be my last time going, so I'm kind of excited that I do get to go. And also that means that I went to circus camp like 5 times, and that's a nice number, I guess. Maybe I can go next year too, I don't know, because my plan is kind of for this year to just work and gain a little money and gain a little experience and prepare for studying, so that I don't really go into studying like without any plan, without any money. That because I want to go into communications design, specifically animation, but I don't think that I'll go to animation at a film university, because we have a few film universities in Germany that are also pretty cool and pretty good and have a pretty good reputation. And with communications design in general, I can like also work in different fields, and this is kind of like more versatile, I guess. So this is what I'm going for. And basically in this year I just want to look at universities and go there in person to as many as I can, so that I can pick like the one that I want to go to most. Because we went to university last week that I wanted to go to for the longest time. Like, it was like my dream university, and it's really close too. It's just, I think with the car you drive like around 1 hour. So yeah, that's I could live at home basically while going to this university, which is not something that I really want to do, but it would be practical, at least for the first year or something. Yeah, so anyways, we went there to look at it because they had like an event where you could visit and look at some diploma works that the students there did. And me and my dad went. He was kind enough to accompany me because I can't drive, as I said. Also because I'm very shy. And yeah, so we went. And I looked at the university. And then, I mean, it's cool. It's a cool university. It's very progressive, very artsy and very free and stuff. But it's not really my vibe. Everyone was kind of serious. And especially in the film department, which I would have joined, everyone is kind of, I don't know, they seem very try-hard edgy, if that makes sense. I don't want to bash the students, their works were great, but the university just isn't really my taste. I hope I can find a university where kind of everyone is a little more, I don't know. I mean, one thing I really liked about the university was the program for product design, because those were very progressive and very scientifical basically, and they had very nice ideas. And my dad was also very impressed about the practicality of the designs and the amount of research and logic that was behind those projects, because they seemed like very nicely executed too. Like the students also had like models and stuff of their ideas. So yeah, that was very impressive to me. But it's not really the field I want to go into for. So moving on, more creative projects. Cool that I can't remember any of my other creative projects that I'm working on. I have them in my sketchbook, I think. Are they in here? Yes, creative projects. Right, my novel. I talked about this. Oh yeah, I got the idea again to make the 4 panel things that I wanted to work on for a while. My Teacher Speed series, which would be about my part-time ballerina life and my group and all the fun things that happened. Because I'm really looking back in happiness at all those times and I want to capture them. And also it would be a great practice, but I have no idea how to survive making a comic, even if it's just like a 4 I am so bad at comics. I have 0 persistence in comics. So this is also why I'm kind of worried if I go into animation, am I gonna be persistent enough? But I think for animation that's kind of fine, but maybe because I know more about animation than comics, which is kind of weird because I did not do a lot of animation yet. But it's more fun to me too, even though the progress is even slower than comic making. Anyways, I could try that with the Teacher Speed series, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But aside from that, I also still have the Mahou Shoujo Incorporated gang going, which is also hopefully soon gonna have a 4 series. So this is also something where I'd rather work on than the Teacher Speed series probably, just because I'm more passionate about the Mahou Shoujo project. So this is also a chance to like get into comics if I manage to do that. But yeah, this is another creative project that I'm working on. Also, I tried to start my own art club. It's kind of moving along slowly, but it's moving, so I guess that's okay. I'm kind of trying to work on it. I have a team of trusty friends. Suddenly something tasted very sweet in my mouth and I feel like I just had a bunch of fallout fly into my mouth. Good thing it doesn't taste bad. Two-faced. Great quality. I feel like I originally had planned this to be a lot more structured, but I have like zero organization skills. I'm not consistent. I have no qualities. Anyways, so I'm working on my own art club. And while I'm doing this, I'm kinda also trying to revive Kisetsu Club with a few people. Because it means a lot to us and the admin is kind of busy, so that we can make the club a little more active again, because we're kind of dead technically, but we're not really dead because we're still working on it, or at least we're trying to. So we like to say we're asleep, but not dead, so yeah. And I guess that's it for my creative projects for now. And aside from that, I don't know, I think I might even wrap up the talking part of this now. I mean, I'm also almost done with my makeup. It's nothing crazy. But I really like this peachy color at the moment. So yeah, I guess this is my all-time everyday makeup at the moment. But yeah, so I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. I recorded a video last week, I guess, maybe even completely a week ago. I think a little more than a week ago actually. I recorded that video and I don't know, I was kind of miserable that day. I don't know why, but I guess I noticed something. You can kind of go back to my talking video that I did after I finished all of my written exams, all my written grad exams. I made that video and I almost cried because of the thought of leaving this town behind and school behind. And that's also the reason why I did not want to go study right away, and I did not want to go away, like go abroad and work there, do like a work and travel or au pair thing or something, because I thought I would not be ready and like I would miss this town and my school and stuff. And I mean, I would miss my school either way because I'm not a student at there anymore. But yeah, so that was kind of my biggest fear, like leaving all of this behind. And now that like my friends are technically gone, I mean like for a period of time, which was last weekend. They were all gone either at a festival, which is not far away, or like on holidays, or they were preparing to move or something. At that time where I was basically almost alone in this town, that made me realize that I am not afraid of leaving. I was just afraid to leave my friends behind and school behind, and that's nothing that I can change. I mean, school is over with. I have to like let that go. That I'm not a student anymore at this wonderful school. I know I'm crazy. All my friends hate me that I love this school, but anyways, I'm not a student at this school anymore, and my friends are gonna mostly go away, but some of them are still here, and I can also always reach my friends if I want to, and I can be with them if I want to, and I can go visit them, and they're not gonna be gone forever. But like, it was just the thought of like something that was so meaningful to me changing completely all of a sudden. And I always thought that it had also something to do with this town, and I cannot lie and say that I don't value my town and that I'm not sad about leaving one day, even if it's like in a year or something. But I would be fine with that, and I honestly never wanted to go away and out of this town so much than now. I never wanted to leave so badly before. And yeah, so I'm happy that I at least get to go to circus camp. And as soon as I have my driver's license and a little bit of money, I will, I think, go maybe visit some parts of my family, because I got kind of invitations for that stuff. So I want to do that. I want to visit all of the universities that I may want to study at, and so that I can at least see them with my own eyes at least once. So yeah, and I just want to go out and meet new people. I just need new friends. I mean, I don't need new friends, but I need new experiences, and I need to get out of this town. And I kind of realized this now. And to be honest, I'm kind of sad and mad at myself that I'm not doing something more practical with my time, like something more exciting, like going traveling like some of my friends do, or go to a different city and do something there, or go to a different country and do something there, at least for like a few months or something. But at the same time, I'm okay with doing what I'm doing at the moment, and as long as my parents are fine with it too, I'm completely okay. I don't need to have the most exciting life and the most exciting gap year. Like, I don't have to have this quality and this quality in my curriculum. I just really want to take my time and decide what I want to study, because going to that university that I told you about really opened my eyes and showed me that things are not how I expect them to be. So maybe this one university that looks super great to me is actually not the right thing for me, because I really thought that this university was perfect for me. And then I went there and it was just not my vibe at all. Maybe it was just like a bad first impression and I'm wrong about this, but it's very important for me to make those experiences, to really experience the feeling of the university. So I want to take my time and do that, and I want to take my time and prepare my portfolios so that I get accepted. And I need this time, I need this 1 year to find out who I am as an artist and what I want to convey, because I feel like a strong personality and a strong persona as an artist is something that is very important if you want to get into an art uni, because they ask you for sketchbooks, they ask you for progress on your final products. They don't want your final projects just as a whole, they want the progress too, because they want to know how you work, how you learn, how you have your progress in projects, how you tackle them, and how you solve problems, and what your personality is. They want to know you as a person and as an artist, because that's very important to the universities, I feel like. In other fields, you just send them your report card and your graduation certificate and your high school diploma and stuff, and maybe your curriculum vitae or something. and they're gonna look at it and they're gonna decide if you have the qualities to join the university or not. So art schools in my country, which is Germany, don't even require a high school diploma. If they feel like your artistic talent is enough and suitable and outstanding for the university, they will accept you without a high school diploma, which is crazy to me, but this just shows how useless my high school diploma is basically for my university application, because it's just a number. It's just something that shows how well I did in school. It doesn't show how well I adapt. It doesn't show how well I learn. It just shows how well I cope with this school system. So it does not mean anything to me too. Like, I noticed that it just does not mean anything to me. It doesn't say anything about me. So I really have to show that I'm special in my portfolio. This is kind of the hard thing about universities for art, I guess, because the pressure is really high in getting in. Anyways, this is kind of my resume. It's way more happy than the video I did last week, where I just basically had a mental breakdown and just had the urge to film that. Maybe I'm gonna put a few of the clips in here that kind of explained my situation, because I feel like my wording of this video is kind of outstanding. I kind of managed to put my feelings into a video with so few words. I explained my exact feelings about the situation. I feel like the only thing that is worse than being out there somewhere on my own is being home on my own. But I cried, and it's like a very depressing video, so I'm not gonna put that out there in full. So yeah, you have this rambly, poorly worded video now of me being at least happier. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this rambly video, and I hope to be more active on YouTube again in the following. I have like a few videos planned, or a few video ideas. I'm currently kind of collecting footage for a more poetic, aesthetic video that kind of explains the situation after graduation and like this lost feeling, and I'm trying to script it and make it very aesthetically pleasing. But I'm kind of waiting for Circus Luna to roll around, because I maybe want to put like 1 or 2 videos of this into the video too, because I'm kind of trying to gather footage that show my life and like all the small bits and pieces of it and things that I really like and really appreciate. And yeah, so I have a few projects planned, but they can take a while because you know my persistence.
I'm not consistent.
Anyways, I'm really gonna say goodbye now. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed my rambling once again. Needless to say, I will hopefully see you soon. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day, a nice week, and yeah, I'll say goodbye now. Bye! Oh, Fridola fell. Fridola, Lamar, and Circle are also saying goodbye. Yeah, so hope to see you soon. Great. Haha, I'm not consistent.